people think nurse leaders just push papers all day. Well, let's dive into what actually happens with nurse leadership throughout an entire shift because we're not just guaranteed 8 hours. And I know we're the easiest targets to hit when it comes to complaints, but some of us are actually pretty good resources. Welcome to the Scrub Nurse. A little bit about myself. I'm Jared. I've been a nurse since 2007. Started off with my LPN, then got my RN in 2012 and worked my way all the way up to my master's, where I have a master's degree in executive nurse leadership. And I'm currently working as a director of nursing for surgery. So I oversee PACU and I oversee pre-op and I oversee the operating rooms. And let me tell you, I'm never at my desk pushing papers when there's cases happening. I'm either in the OR circulating, I'm either in pre-oping, or I'm recovering patients in PACU. I'm supportive of my nurses that are working very hard to make sure that our patients are very satisfied and safe. So, throughout my shift, what do I actually do? Well, sitting at my desk isn't it. Now, do I wish I could? Absolutely. So, I grew up in the Midwest, and the labor laws were a little bit more lax than they are here in California. Moved out here in 2019 and realized how difficult it is to be a nurse leader in the state of California because they have some very strict protective laws of the employees, which is absolutely understandable. Every single employee deserves a break, and a law that mandates it and ensures that it takes place is an okay law for me. It was just a little bit of an adjustment for me to get used to because back home in Missouri, they could work you 12 hours straight and didn't always guarantee you a break, and there was no penalties to be had if you didn't get one. But a little bit different of a story here in California. We definitely ensure that two 10-minute breaks and a 30-minute off the clock lunch break is provided for any staff that's 8 hours or greater. So, what is my shift really like? Well, as a salaried employee in an environment of hourly employees, I don't have to have a break. I don't get any penalizations for the organization if I don't take one because I'm not clocking in and out. So I don't get any perks of overtime or meal penalties or time and a half for any reason whatsoever. So I typically open the center, and what that entails is I'm checking to make sure that the crash cart is fully intact and no expirations and that the machine is operating in case we ever need to use it, and doing the daily controls on our equipment that requires those to be done, such as the glucose machine and the hemoglobin machine. I then start prepping all of the pre-op bays for the patients that are going to check in. So some days we could have 12 cases and 3 to 4 of those patients are all going to check in at the same time. So I'm getting all of that stuff organized so that way when my second license arrives, we can count the narcotics and have those pulled out for anesthesia and get those patients through the pre-op phase and back into the operating room for why they are with us. But sitting at a desk isn't one of the things that I was able to do. So I hope this clarifies a few things, and hopefully you have a supportive leader that's leading you as a team and supporting you out there working beside you instead of sitting at a desk. Leave your comments, subscribe, let me know what your environment is and your experiences with your nurse leaders. And as we progress through our time here, we will dive into questions and concerns and anything that you might want to comment about. We can try to clarify those questions here on this channel. But again, thank you for visiting the Scrub Nurse. Don't forget to like and subscribe.